It's like I see and feel my potential on a day-to-day basis. I know my purpose in life, and I know exactly what I want out of life for myself. But I've never had that before, and I don't know what that level of success feels like. I don't know what it is to have that, or how to really get to it for that matter. So here we are. It's Michi and it's Friday. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Michi G, and I'm back with another video. So today is St. Patrick's Day, and initially being a part-time beauty girl, content creator, in the spirit of beauty creativism, if I can make that a word, I was gonna do a St. Valentine's Day makeup look and, you know, get back on the ball with themes and, you know, staying with that whole thing. But then I realized the last week in trying to come up with content and thinking about being intentional on what I put out there, St. Patrick's Day ain't really for me and my people, no disrespect. So it just didn't feel true to self, if that makes sense. Instead, it was on my heart to have a transparency vlog. For the last couple of weeks, I have really been going through something that, I don't know, like it needs to be talked about, because this can't be life, and it's the worst feeling ever, and that is feeling stuck. Have you ever just felt like you know you have to do something or you need to do something, but for whatever reason you just can't? Like, it's literally a feeling of like you're in this box and you just physically cannot do this something. That is how feeling stuck is to me. And really, I've noticed this feeling probably since sometime last year. Pretty much whenever we've been trying to work on something, we've identified certain things and we've tried to work out of that comfort zone or work towards those specific things that we want. That's when I started to realize that, like, I feel stuck. I just feel stuck, and I don't know why. I don't know how to explain or express that stuck feeling. So much so that I even found this book, The Science of Stuck, Breaking Through the Inertia to Find Your Path Forward by Britt Frank. I felt so stuck that I even was like, I gotta read about it. I gotta figure this out. So this is how I operate. If I feel stuck, I'm gonna say stuck because that's how I've been feeling this last couple of weeks. But if I feel something specific, I always think, why? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I dealing with this thing? Why is this happening? Why do I feel like I have been stuck? And I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those people, I'm very honest with myself. I have been stuck because, one, being that I'm a dreamer. I've done the vision boards. I've mapped out what I want, all the different businesses I want to do, the type of person just about that I want to be. And it's so hard. Like, there's some things that I can't even envision. I know I want these things, but I can't even envision what that actually looks like. Like, if I had to visualize my higher self, basically, like, I can't even fathom, like, because that person is so great. But it's something I feel strongly, like I know that I am that person and I'm capable of becoming that person, and I have that possibility is very much there, that feeling of like all of that is mine. But then I battle with the reality of like, I don't have that. Nowhere close. And my reality is that I'm not free. I don't have a lot of things that I want. I'm not doing what I want to do in life. I battled the thought of battling between what you know could be true and what is currently true. Like the possibility and your reality. Like that to me is why I think that I'm stuck. I constantly think about the future, and I'm always zapped back into reality of like, you're not there yet. You don't have all the things you want. You're in the process and this is a journey, but you're not there. And sometimes when you sit and think about both of those things at the same time, it gets discouraging and you feel stuck. And also, like, me and my husband talk all the time, and like literally we really were like, bro, do you all these ideas that we bounce off each other, do you realize that we have billion-dollar ideas between the two of us in our heads? We have real potential to like make some real money and to just make a real difference aside from the money with the things that we are trying to do. To know that we're on our journey to get there, I don't know, it gets overwhelming sometimes. The second reason is distractions. I am a distracted individual. As much as I want to give advice and tell y'all this is what we should do, this is what, you know, I get distracted. I've read the book Digital Minimalism. I'm gonna reread it before I do my book review, but that is an amazing book that talks about the importance of really minimalizing your digital habits. So not being on social media as much, you know, taking a break, actually getting outside and doing activities, and, you know, just going back to how we were before social media. On a day-to-day for me, I have a to-do list, and I know that I'm supposed to do all these things, and there's my phone and my notifications is going off, and this person just commented on my video or my picture or something. Now, before I can realize anything, I'm stuck scrolling on my phone for hours on end. Or I personally don't watch reality shows a lot, but that was at one point a distraction for me. Keep having to feel like I have to keep up with these things and putting my dreams and what I want on the back burner. It is, I think, a human thing that we let distractions get in our way of what we want, and that is something. Another reason I feel stuck for me is social media. I'll lie to myself. I won't say lie to myself because part of it is true, but I am a person that is motivated by seeing other people doing exactly what I want to do, and it's like, darn, they did it, so I know I can do it. Let me keep going. Let me watch their journey. Let me keep going. But if you're not careful, you'll be scrolling for hours and hours and hours, and instead of doing what you need to do to be on your own journey, you'll just be stuck being a consumer and looking at theirs. And once I look at their journeys long enough, that's when I feel stuck. It's like, okay, sis, too much anxiety, too much. You have been in other people's lives too much. Time to work on your own. I'll say an overload on distractions, social media, things like that is another reason that I tend to feel stuck. Also, battling fear. In my last vlog at the Ari Lennox concert, I told y'all for the month of March, I am intentionally working on overcoming fear. Like anything that I would normally do, if it pops in my head to do it, I gotta do it. And I met one of the artists, one of the openers for Ari Lennox, because I saw her and nobody else saw her. And I'm like, did they not see her? This girl was amazing. Do y'all not see her? And it popped in my head to go speak to her, and I did such, and it felt amazing. But in day-to-day life, I play it safe so much that it's like, bro, just like fear. I don't think we all understand just how much fear holds us back from doing what we need to do. It's fear that sometimes holds you back. I'm gonna speak for myself. Like, fear holds me back so bad. I experience horrible social anxiety, but I realized that in order to do the things that I need to do to be successful, to reach my goals and my dreams, I have to get out and talk to people. I have to get out and make connections. I have to get out and really work the room like I know I can. Like, I have to show people what exactly I'm capable of. And until I can get over that fear, which I'm in real time working that out, that's a barrier for success for me. I feel like I'm having to relearn how to be human again. I noticed it after losing my mom, which I talk about through my book and just kind of throughout some of my videos. But like after my mom passed, it's like a huge part of me that just took life for fun and didn't overanalyze things. Like I didn't take nothing really serious until my mom passed, and now it's like the wool has been pulled over my eyes. I see everything for what it is. I take stuff so much more serious, and a part of that is having to relearn human interaction. It's a struggle for me to get up and like go talk to people, but once I'm there and I'm talking to people, I'm fine. It's just the getting there part. That fear of like, oh, I gotta walk up to them, or I gotta speak in front of people. Oh my gosh, you know. What is stopping me from just quitting my job and going full force after my dreams and my passion, and like dedicating that same amount of energy to what I want to do and living my life. And how much better would my life be? How much quicker will I get to my goals when I do that? But the fear, it's the fear y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's the fear that holds me back and that keeps me stuck. Another thing that I feel keeps me stuck that we don't talk about, that I witnessed firsthand, is lack of mental control. When I say lack of mental control, part of it is knowing when to give yourself grace and when to hold yourself accountable. So there are times when I know I should be doing something and I'll get another feeling like, nope, you need to rest today. You need to rest today. And though the part of me that knows I need to do something will make a to-do list, will intentionally plan to do that. But the gut feeling in me sometimes will be like, you know, maybe you need to rest today, because I probably have been going hard at work or wherever else, or giving my mental to something else. I think a part of being stuck is like, if you do take a rest day, even though you did a to-do list, give yourself grace, because your body is telling you need to rest. You need rest. It's okay. And then you know the difference between when you've made a to-do list and you just are on your phone all day scrolling, being in other people's lives, and you know you don't need to be. Then you need to hold yourself accountable and really make steps to actually make steps to be better. Knowing that your mind controls you, you don't control your mind. So there's so many times where I'm like, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I say it, but until I make up in my mind I'm going to do this thing, I don't do that thing. You know, and it's like, just like I said, like, what would happen if I just said F fear? What would happen if you just made up in your mind that, like, no, I'm gonna get this particular thing done by this particular time or this particular date by any means? Control your mental. And I'm saying this to myself, who's gonna watch this video back. Michi Gray. Control your mental and your thoughts, and what you put in your thoughts, what you're watching. Control it before it controls you. Lastly, I feel in my heart of hearts that I feel stuck because I do have an innate feeling of needing a tribe. And when I say a tribe, I do have a group or community of friends who I love dearly, who support me, and I love y'all. But I need a creative tribe. I need like-minded individuals, women who are tired of the mundane. It feels sometimes like everyone is stuck in a matrix of going to work Monday through Friday. You get the weekends off, but this is just what we do. Sunday night, we know we gotta get ready for Monday morning, and we work our lives away from 8 to 5 or whatever, Monday through Friday. And I need people who need to know that that's not life. That's not life, and that's not how I want to spend the rest of my life. I don't know for the life of me how my parents did this, but that's not the life for me, okay? It's not. I want a tribe of women or gentlemen, whoever, just individuals who feel the same way. Like, bro, this is not life. We're supposed to live life. The only way to fully live life is to, some type of way, work for yourself to be free. I'm ready to be my own boss and to be able to come and go as I please. If I want to stay out all night on a Sunday and a Monday, I can do that. Me and my tribe can do that because we're our own bosses. We don't want to get caught up in the matrix and the mundane of everyday life. Long story short, that's what I long for. Creatives who maybe they do YouTube, or maybe they do podcast, or just Instagram or something. They're content creators, or just have a love for creating something. They want to contribute to the creation of something. I want a tribe of people who we hold each other accountable, we help each other with content, we bounce off ideas. I long for that. But also goes back to fear. Fear sometimes of putting myself out there in networking spaces to meet these people, to meet these like-minded individuals. And that is why I have been feeling stuck. So to go back to my initial point at the opening of this video, literally when I wake up in the morning, I think about being free. I think about not having to clock in and do tasks that I don't care about, faking it, the representative showing up. Hi, welcome to such and such. How can I help you today? I have no desire in making that person live, continuing to let her live. Like, it's draining emotionally. I'm tired of the representative showing up. I want Demetria to show up, the real Demetria, and also to know my purpose and exactly what I want out of life. I'm not gonna tell you all my goals on camera, but what I am gonna tell you is that there are so many big things and big ideas in me and my husband's future, and I'm almost getting emotional about it. Like I said, I've always been a dreamer and I have huge dreams, and just know that my isolation and all of that is for a reason. It's for a reason. It is a struggle and feeling stuck when you think big, when you are a big dreamer and you know in your heart what you have to do. And then you look at your reality and think about how nobody in your family has ever done those things. I have a cousin that's like a football player, and I have another cousin that's the lead singer of a rock band, but nobody in my family has had the level of success that I have for myself in my head, and like, it makes me so emotional to think about. But when I snap back into reality and I'm like, all right, gotta clock in for work, I gotta do this task or this task, something that's not feeding my spirit, y'all, that is how I feel stuck. Now, I'm sure if you feel me, if you feel the same way, that's probably how you feel as well. I say that because I have to express that and get that out. But I need y'all to know I'm also a determined individual. But I just need y'all to know that I'm coming for it, and I'm documenting the journey. So, on this journey, I have also found solutions for myself. As much as I'm a person of why am I feeling stuck, I'm also, okay, what's the solution? So I did start getting rid of stuff. Like, I've always heard, get rid of stuff, throw out, declutter your home, keep a clean environment. And we did just that. Though I have a little bit more cleaning to do, we just threw away an old mattress that we've had people in our family donated when we got married, old dresser sets, and a few other things. Like, we really, the last 2 days, threw some stuff away. We rearranged the bedroom. And when I tell y'all, our office, our space is less cluttered. We feel like we have more room to create the things that we want to create, our thoughts, we can express ourselves better. Once our space is a lot cleaner, realizing that mapping out my day, or organizing and mapping out my day runs so much smoother. Making like to-do lists. Also, I forget, I'm always horrible with names when I'm on camera, but I think it was Shanetta's Tarot on YouTube. I did one of her readings. Actually, she had a reading about feeling stuck. She suggested that maybe you need to do a to-do list, but maybe you need to do 3 non-negotiables. So like, you have a whole list of things, but these 3 things are non-negotiables. Before the day is over with, you have to get that done. And so that has changed my life. Also, I found that controlling my environment is the way to go. So controlling what you watch, controlling what you listen, control what has access to your presence. The people, you are capable of being in control of what is around you and what influences you, because whether you want to admit it or not, we're all influenced by the things that we consume. Standing on your boundaries. I heard Yala Van Sant, or was it Sarah Jakes? Somebody said, stand on that line and stand on your no. Though my boundaries haven't really been tested recently, it's like I'm ready. I'm ready to say, no, not gonna do it. Get somebody else to do it. It's not for me. So I'm more aware of my boundaries and what is for me and what's gonna feed me, what's gonna feed my soul. Then lastly, I found the solution for being stuck is to pray and to meditate. I heard somebody say praying is when we talk to God And meditation is when God talks to us. If you're unfamiliar with meditation, it is basically the act of sitting in silence with your eyes closed and focusing on yourself, focusing on the silence. Limit yourself from distractions. That you do that is so that you can hear, so you can download things from God. And I can attest to that. Like when I've gotten up in the morning and meditated before work. Some people are like, you can't hear God, da, da, da. For me, I feel God. I feel what God's messages in my gut, literally giving me direction. And a lot of us cannot hear what God has to say because we're so busy in our distractions. Just not taking time with solitude is so important in itself. I feel like in solitude is where you find God, really. So pray and meditate. And also, it has come to me through quite a few messages to not to forget that you have a spiritual team. No matter what you believe, whether you believe in God or your guardian angels or spirit, God and your ancestors, you have a spiritual team of beings who watch over and protect you daily. I need you to know that they are there for you, not just to protect you, but to lead you and guide you and to bring you what you want and what you need. So realize all of those things. Make up in your mind that you have to do those things, and it'll work out for your greater good, and it'll keep you from being stuck. So y'all, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just had to vent, and I really appreciate y'all for listening, especially if you've made it thus far. Are you like me? Like, am I the only one that goes through feeling stuck, goes through these things? Please let me know if I'm not the only one, but just in case I am, I just had to let y'all know. I'm on a journey, but on this journey, I just wanted to be transparent and let y'all know this is my reality with trying to be a creative and work towards my goals. It's a struggle, but I'm doing it and I'm excited, and I hope that I inspire you to do the same. If you made it this far and you like my content, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Thumbs up this video, share this video, comment on this video, and most importantly, come back next Friday. See y'all later. Have a good weekend. I love y'all. Bye.